This is the Padua Podcast Network. Running a Fever, episode 263, Shattering the Yo-yo, Not Starving.
For me, it has been 6 weeks. I've been out of commission for 6 weeks because of my knee injury, and then I probably won't walk again for an entire week. That is my plan. The positive side of these last few weeks is that I'm now 24 pounds lighter than I was the last time I went out on the trail. You can lose muscle mass almost as easily as you can lose fat. So it's important to have that exercise, get your protein, basically not just starve yourself, because if you're not building it, it's going away.
Welcome to Running a Fever and our second installment of Shattering the Yo-yo. What I'm trying to do is get out of that up and down yo-yo diet loop that I've been in. This time I'm going back to the second episode that I recorded in 2018. At that time, as you heard, I was coming back from an injury, and I had learned that I need to kind of take it easy sometimes, and it's waiting an entire week. I also had lost 24 pounds by basically starving myself. And even while saying, don't starve myself and exercise. So probably I knew I was doing it wrong at that time. I don't know. I reserve judgment on that. Hindsight's always 20/20. But what I've learned is that sitting out is not always bad, even for more than a week. Adverse effects of the starvation diet. It's just, later on, I discovered some things that can affect you when you don't get enough of certain nutrients. And I thought I was at this time. It's interesting how, when I listened to the recording at this time, I really thought I wasn't going too extreme. It seems like that I thought I was still getting enough protein. And it turns out that I probably wasn't. So the takeaway to this is to dedicate myself to a healthy weight, not to just go to extremes. And if I know it's wrong, don't do it. And don't be tempted to starve, even though progress is slow. I don't need to lose 5 or 8 or 10 pounds a week. 1 is probably the maximum I would want to lose in a week. Anything else is more extreme. But we're learning about this thing. And so just an update. I think I have a plan for getting back to a regular walking schedule. First off, I need to start wearing shoes in the house. That's important. I've just ordered some slippers that I will be starting to use as soon as I get them. And I spent almost zero time. I think I had bought this thing in less than a minute. This is not like me at all. I usually do lots of research. But anyway, I got some slippers coming in the mail. And I think, once I do that and, I've got my new walking shoes that I'm going to be using as well, it's going to take some time. But also, I think as I start to lose some weight and get back more healthy, that will help over the long term. Because I think part of the problem is that there's just too much weight on my feet. So those 2 things are my simple plan. And until then, what I'm doing is I'm going on this kind of modified intermittent fasting diet that has me fasting for most of the 24 hours in a day. I eat a very small meal around noontime and then have a kind of regular meal in the evening, trying to avoid carbohydrates and get plenty of fat And I'm just trying this keto thing, and I'm going to see when I go to get my annual schedule or my annual checkup, physical, how it worked out, and if I had any adverse effects from that. So that's what's going on right now. We are continuing to learn and continuing to do the right thing. And I've got a plan, and I'll find a way.
I've got a plan, I'll find a way. What the hell, stone ain't for sure, but we've got to